I realize that the community in the Gacha universe are like split. You have the meta gamers that play only the tier list, and you have the, let's say, RPing people that don't care about the meta. They tend to struggle a little bit with the game itself, but they're not playing optimized. They put their resources in the character that they love. And when I say they love, they got pulled into this storyline. They love the storyline so much that that character, even though is on the bad side of the tier list, like they're not ranked very high, they're still getting used by the community because they're so good. The voice acting is so good. They are used in multiple events or storyline, and people get attached sentimentally to that character. And that character in Honkai Star Rail, from my perspective, is Sampo. I see that everybody's using Sampo, but on the tier list at the moment, which I will search it right now, it's B. So Sampo, it's a B character in the tier list. I know that the tier list mainly is like focus on the abyss, but Sampo, in my perspective, is not a big character. If you play for the control the field, like okay, he's not doing a lot of damage and he will get boosted when we get Kafka, I presume, but he as a solo character is not that great. Okay, but when I'm alone with a boss and I do that E and he's doing the break shield effect, he's like the best wind character that can break a shield so fast for a boss, let's say. So in my perspective, he has a huge utility. I really like to play the field, like break the shields and control the field on my way. Freeze, I prefer to freeze than do a lot of damage, but I understand it takes more time, more turns, so in the beast you get less rewards that way. But he's like a universal character. He's hated and loved by the lore community, hated by the tier list community, the meta gamers. So I understand the perspective, but I still love the guy. I don't know, I just finished the museum event and he's like the main antagonist behind the scenes, and the voice actor is genius, especially when you see that he breaks the fourth wall. He's like coward, intelligent, whatever adjective you think to put on a person. And I have a plot twist in my mind because I see this game has a lot of plot twists. Sampo is very universal with his talents. He has some hidden talents. So I think he either is anti-Legion Matter, he is like a bad guy, or he is like an anti-hero like the Stellar Hunters. So let's see. I think the character is so good they don't like forget him on the ice planet. I think they'll bring him into the universe in some way. Now I realize this is my delusion that I love this character so much and I want him to be more used in the story. Yeah, I think that's my copium effect, that I want to see Sampo used more through the story. But again, the duality of Sampo is built that way, like with Dan Hang. You get Dan Hang, which is a 4-star, and then you get a 5-star character out of the same character that you build in a way. And I think Sampo will get that. I don't know, Sampo in the Ice Planet, it's a 4-star, and as a bad guy or the Hunter path of his story will be a 5-star, something like that. And then we'll be like, okay, we get the community behind him both ways, meta players and lore players.